Hello, my name is Ruta and you're watching my hair diary, where I do 100 days of awesome hair days and I'm trying out a different hairstyle every day, where I'm also talking about how I feel, my emotional states, and I'm sharing my metaphysical and I would say beyond normal psychology alternative views on things like emotions, integration, conscious living, and things like that. So it's a diary in a structure, and also I'm continuing with this challenge to learn and upskill myself with different hairstyles that I could do every day. Because before all of this, I've been only doing like a hair down and a ponytail and a bun sometimes. Which is waste of the whole length that I have, and it took me probably 2 or 3 years, 2 years probably, ever since I decided to kind of grow my hair long, to actually have my hair really long. And today we're actually gonna skip one thing, because for the hairstyle for day 73 I would need to have a clean hair, but I still don't want to wash my hair, not to over exhaust it with the shampoos and the dryness. So I'm gonna go for Bouffant Pony. So this is always very, like all Bouffant so far, I really love them. Yeah, and I think it's because I have this kind of like I don't know, admiration of these very high hairstyles, high head hairstyles. I think they look very elegant, and it also suits my face, because my face is kind of round, so whenever I do something like this, it actually improves the overall face head shape. Personally, that's what I think, so that's why I like it. Right, so for this hairstyle we need comb, hair clip, hair bands, few hair grips, firm hold, hairspray. I'm gonna have to get the hairspray a bit later. And we start this by create a small triangle section on the top of the head from the crown to the side of your hairline and clip it up to keep it out of your way. So small triangle, it looks like it's actually kind of done this way. So you have your hair like this, and then you create small triangle kind of like this. I don't know if that's getting a bit triangulary, so let's say this is the point of where my triangle is, and then I do kind of like a triangular move sideways. Probably I'm taking a bit bigger triangle than the one that is shown here, and the reason for that is my hair is cut in layers. So I take basically hair that are shorter, so the section of the hair that is shorter than the rest, and I'm gonna deal with it later. So we take this, we clip it away for time being, and then the rest, tease the top of your hair from a few inches away from the hairline, the crown of your head. If your hair is silky, use a little hairspray first. Because I already used hairspray, I think yesterday and day before that, I don't think I need to do that. So okay, I'm just gonna brush it through and then tease it, and then after that gently comb out the top of the back combed hair towards the crown, and then twist the hair together near the low crown area, push it up and lock into a place with a hair grip. If your hair is thick, use a few. Gather the remaining hair up to the twist and make a ponytail with a hairband. So after today's hairstyle, I definitely need to have a really good go with the shampoo, maybe double wash, to triple wash it because of the product that I've been using in the last few days. I think it's just certain hairstyles are really hard to do without if your hair is silky. I think if your hair is frizzy or permed or curly, for lots of them you don't need hairspray. I may be wrong, but I think, you know, like you have the volume and the teasing is either not necessary or basically, you know, like it holds it together because it kind of tangles together. With my hair, however, if I want any kind of like twists and turns to hold, I then need to get some spray on. Maybe that was one of the reasons why I did not really ever use much of a hair product in the past. Anyways, so what I'm doing now, I'm just taking my hair and section by section and I'm back combing it, basically teasing them. But the way I'm doing it, I'm kind of like smoothing out this side and then back combing the other side, because I know once I'm gonna kind of put it back in a ponytail, I don't want the top to look like there's been a crown nest. That when you always say that, when you have really messy hair, it kind of looks like a nest of some birds, like crows. So again, like on the side, I'm taking a section and I'm teasing only the inner side of the hair, because I know that eventually I'm gonna have to put it in a ponytail and it will have to look smooth. Okay, I'm just gonna take another section in the middle of my crown area. Oh my god, I'm threading the time when I'm gonna need to actually brush everything out. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put lots of conditioner in it first. I'm gonna take really chunky comb and just gonna have a good moisturizing before, and I'm gonna wet it with the shower, with the water, and then I'm gonna probably comb it in the shower, because I don't like when my hair hurts, you know, when you have knots and then you're brushing and then it hurts. Not my favorite feeling. Some people like it, not me. Okay, so I think I have enough teasing. What do you think? I look like one of those 1800 hairstyles where they had in France with this like extremely high. Right, okay, so they say after I have done this teasing, I gently go over the top layer of the hair. It looks actually like it holds pretty well. So gently comb out the top of the back comb hair towards the crown. Okay, so I gently kind of back comb, but not really back comb. Just doing it very kind of, I'm not using comb by the way, I'm using brush, because with my hair it actually works better. And then twist the hair together near the low crown area and push it up and lock it into place with a hair grip. So what I'm doing, I only teased the section of the hair up until approximately here, so I didn't touch the hair below the middle crown area. So I can see, for example, you know, you see these kind of bits sticking out. So I'm just gonna kind of gently comb it together with the rest. Gently comb it together with the rest and do it all the way around, including the side bits. Today we're gonna do gardening, so this is gonna be extremely cool hairstyle to have. So I kind of twisted it. I'll show you from the back. It looks like this. Now let me check from the back myself. Okay, from the back it looks fine. So what I'm doing now, I'm taking first of all this huge hair grip and gripping it here so it kind of stays up. And now I'm gonna take brush and I'm gonna brush the hair from the bottom, the ones that I didn't even tease, and I'm kind of brushing them upwards closer to where I attached the teased hair. And I'm gonna show you a trick which I'm gonna do. So in here I'm gonna basically secure it with the hairbands, but I'm gonna be using the one that is plastic one and the one that actually sticks out a bit. Why I'm doing this? Because this is gonna it's gonna make this pony kind of stick out a little bit out. And then I'm gonna hide the hair grip with the scarf. It's gonna be kind of like a decoration, but I'm gonna use a bit of other tools. So I'm gonna be using some extra hair clips. So now I actually want to pull it up. So what I'm doing, I'm just kind of taking the sections from the bottom and I'm doing this to pull it closer. So as you can see, it has a little bit of sticking out effect. Now I've done this. I'm taking this little friend of mine, which I really like. I don't know why. I think I got it and it was with one of the dresses or something. And it was to be used kind of like a bow tie, but I just like its pattern. And because it's not super silky, it actually doesn't really slip out of the hair so easily. So I'm just kind of wrapping around everything. I'm wrapping around the plastic thing, I'm wrapping around the hair clip, and I'm just kind of tying it on the bottom in a simple way, very kind of like a, what is it called, nonchalant way. Okay, and now just to make sure all of this stays in place, I'm gonna take a hair grip and I'm gonna clip this hair clip on the bottom, and I'm basically clipping where I tied the hairband, and I'm also clipping it to my hair on the bottom. So that should make it stay in place. Now, what do we do with the front? We take the hair grip out, we comb it out, we separate it in the middle, and we can basically, okay, it says parted, so drop the small triangle section, part it and back comb it slightly to give it a volume, then swoop it backwards towards the ponytail and pin it in place. Take the small piece of the hair underneath the ponytail and wrap it around ponytail and secure the ends with the hair grip. So basically I'm just gonna, it says back comb it to give it a bit of volume, so I'll just slightly back comb it, but I think I don't need to do it too much. And I'm putting it backwards and I'm securing it with a hair clip. And I'm doing the same with this side. I'm back combing it slightly, just slightly, don't want it too much of a volume. And I'm basically pinning it back under my ponytail. And voila. And now the last part where I'm using hairspray. Actually, I didn't expect it to turn out that smooth. It actually looks very smooth when you, even if you back comb it and tease it, it actually looks really nice, like from the surface. Pretty kind of tidy. So, how am I feeling today? 10 out of 10, I would say. I feel like I slept well, ate well, rested. I wasn't doing much up until now. It's almost lunchtime. And I've been just basically chilling, watching some dramas, K-dramas. It's my junk thing, which I do sometimes when I need to rest my brain. My brain is super busy and I have extreme creativity going on at the moment. And I think that's why I couldn't sleep as well, thinking. And I'm also feeling very kind of like a sense of achievement and relief, because what I've done yesterday, 6 years ago, I have signed myself for a distance learning program, and I have I paid, I received the material, but then I abandoned my studies because I was going through a very difficult period. In 2014, I was in psychotherapy. That's when my initiation started. And I think I didn't have capacity to actually go through material and do all the tasks that I needed. But then I contacted university and they actually got back to me and they say, sure, you paid everything. And once you're enrolled, we have some changes in studies, but here is updated material, here's your access, go ahead, we're happy to have you back. And I was like, oh my God, because I thought I lost that thing forever, and I thought, okay, it's something that I will not get to do because I lost my opportunity, but I didn't. So I feel this kind of like a deep and amazing sense of gratitude. And it just shows that, like sometimes you feel like there is something that happened to you or you done, there is no way back and you cannot really do it. But not everything is lost. That's the thing. Not everything is lost, and not everything, and sometimes even like, you have improvements. You come back to the thing that you started years ago, and then, for example, right now they say, okay, you can even choose what you want to specialize. If you want to specifically learn, for example, about conscious, like a business ethics or conscious-centered living or counseling, you can do that. So I was like, what? Studying, learning new things is my passion. I love it. I don't think I will ever stop doing it because it's just, my mind is crazy curious and I love it. So I'm actually super deeply grateful for this. I'm super deeply grateful even for the fact that I somehow recalled, and like when you think that you lost something, you don't even try, you don't even ask. But I thought, somehow this thought of me going back to them and just checking what's the policy with people who started the study, but then they didn't really start with the studying. You wouldn't even go and you wouldn't even ask these things. So something has changed in me, which made me just to go back again and check really if there's really no chance or actually there is a big chance. And voila. I'm using French expression because I think this reminds me of a French style. So I'm very grateful and I'm very happy, and I'm happy. I'm happy right now. So that's what's happening with me today. I'm feeling I don't feel crazy energetic, but I think I feel kind of like a peaceful, harmonious and joyful, which is a very good feeling anyways. And what I wish for you today too is, if there is something that you feel you left at some point and you now have never looked at it, have a look. Maybe there is still chance.